You're scrolling through your phone's pictures. You see your partner's face in a picture from not long ago. But their face and same cute little smile no longer brings a smile to your own face. The once vibrant pictures are now suddenly met with indifference, leaving you wondering what changed. Have you noticed how their laughter no longer lights up the room? Or perhaps you've felt a growing distance between you, like the space between two stars expanding into a vast emptiness. Are these merely passing moments, or do they hold deeper meaning? Ever felt like your partner's silence spoke volumes? Imagine this. You're sitting across from them at dinner, but the only thing filling the air is the sound of your own heartbeat. Have you ever found yourself lost in thought, gazing into the abyss of your partner's silence? Perhaps their words have become scarce, replaced by a heavy silence that weighs on your heart. Join us on a journey of self-discovery and revelation as we uncover the hidden signs that may indicate the end of your relationship. Through Stoic introspection and insight, we will navigate the complexities of human connection and emerge stronger, wiser, and more attuned to the whispers of our hearts. So grab your detective hat and join us as we unlock the secrets of relationships on the brink. Don't miss out on this opportunity to gain insight into your own love story. Make sure to watch every part without skipping, because after all, one of these hidden signs might be the one you find that can save your once precious relationship that meant so much so long ago. Please consider to subscribe and share this video with someone who might need to hear this message. Please don't forget to like and comment below which of these signs you have experienced. It may just end up helping out one of our community of Stoic souls, just like you. Number 1. If a relationship is stopping your personal growth, it warrants serious consideration. Take a moment to reflect on this. Imagine you're in a relationship with someone who constantly belittles your ambitions and discourages you from pursuing your goals. Despite your passion and drive, their negative influence stunts your personal growth and holds you back from reaching your full potential. In this scenario, the relationship serves as a red flag because it inhibits your development and prevents you from flourishing as an individual. Healthy relationships should inspire growth and evolution. When a relationship fosters stagnation or complacency, it stifles our potential and inhibits personal development. Stoicism encourages continuous self-improvement. If a relationship hinders our progress or stifles our aspirations, it may be time to reevaluate whether it aligns with our pursuit of virtue and fulfillment. Epictetus admonishes, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Stoicism encourages continuous self-improvement. If a relationship hinders our progress or stifles our aspirations, it may be time to reevaluate whether it aligns with our pursuit of virtue and fulfillment. Growth and evolution are inherent aspects of life, and healthy relationships should inspire us to reach our full potential. Stoicism encourages us to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. If a relationship fosters a sense of stagnation or complacency, it may be a sign that it no longer aligns with our journey towards personal and spiritual fulfillment. By recognizing this stagnation, we can take proactive steps to either reignite the spark of growth within the relationship or gracefully part ways in pursuit of our individual paths. It is essential to grow as part of the human experience, and healthy relationships should inspire us to evolve and expand our horizons. If a relationship fosters a sense of stagnation or complacency, it's important to honor our own growth journey and pursue opportunities for personal development. By embracing change and embracing the unknown, we can transcend the limitations of stagnation and embark on a path of continual growth and self-discovery. Conclusion: stagnation is the enemy of progress and growth, trapping us in a cycle of mediocrity and complacency. Let us heed Epictetus's wisdom and embrace change and growth in our relationships, nurturing an environment that fosters personal development and mutual fulfillment. Number 2. Trust is the cornerstone of any meaningful relationship. When trust is repeatedly broken or undermined, it creates a rift that undermines the foundation of trust and intimacy. Consider a couple who have been together for years, sharing their deepest secrets and relying on each other through thick and thin. However, one partner repeatedly lies about their whereabouts, breaks promises, and hides important information from the other. These actions gradually erode the trust between them, creating a divide that undermines the intimacy and closeness they once shared. As a result, the relationship becomes strained, and the foundation of trust upon which it was built begins to crumble. Stoicism emphasizes the value of integrity and honesty. If trust issues persist despite efforts to rebuild trust, it's essential to assess whether the relationship fosters mutual respect and trust. Seneca offers solace. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. Stoicism emphasizes the value of integrity and honesty. If trust issues persist despite efforts to rebuild trust, it's essential to assess whether the relationship fosters mutual respect and trust. Trust forms the foundation of any meaningful relationship, serving as the bedrock upon which intimacy and connection are built. When trust is compromised, it erodes the very fabric of the relationship, leaving behind a trail of doubt and insecurity. Stoicism teaches us the importance of integrity and honesty in our interactions with others, as these virtues are essential for fostering trust and mutual respect. If trust issues persist, despite efforts to rebuild, it may be a sign that the relationship is no longer sustainable, and it's time to reassess our priorities and boundaries. Trust is fragile and must be nurtured with care and integrity. If trust issues persist in a relationship, it's essential to address them openly and honestly with our partner. By fostering a culture of transparency and accountability, we can rebuild trust and strengthen the foundation of our relationship. Remember, Stoicism teaches us that trust is the cornerstone of meaningful connection, and it's worth investing the time and effort to restore it. Conclusion: trust is fragile and requires nurturing and care to flourish. Let us heed Seneca's wisdom and approach trust with reverence and integrity in our relationships, fostering a bond built on mutual respect and honesty. Number 3. Shared values are the cornerstone of a robust and harmonious relationship. When individuals in a relationship hold differing or conflicting values, it often leads to tension and discord, which can erode the foundation of the relationship. Imagine a couple where one partner highly values financial security and long-term planning, while the other prioritizes spontaneity and living in the moment. This fundamental difference in values can lead to ongoing conflicts about how to manage finances, plan for the future, and even how to spend leisure time. Over time, these clashes may create tension and discord in the relationship, as each partner feels misunderstood or unfulfilled due to the disparity in values. If not addressed, this divergence in values can ultimately undermine the integrity of the relationship. Stoicism encourages companionship with those who share our fundamental values. If a relationship is characterized by significant value disparities, it may be incompatible in the long run. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, implores us, "Well-being is realized by small steps, but is truly no small thing." Stoicism encourages companionship with those who share our fundamental values. If a relationship is characterized by significant value disparities, it may be incompatible in the long run. In a strong and harmonious relationship, alignment in values is crucial, providing a common framework upon which mutual understanding and respect can flourish. When values diverge or clash, it creates tension and discord that undermine the integrity of the relationship. Stoicism encourages us to seek companionship with those who share our fundamental values and principles, as it fosters a sense of alignment and cohesion. If a relationship is characterized by significant disparities in values, it may be indicative of deeper underlying issues that warrant exploration and resolution. Conclusion: shared values are the cornerstone of a fulfilling and harmonious relationship. Let us heed Zeno's wisdom and seek companionship with those who share our fundamental values, fostering mutual understanding and harmony in our relationships. Number 4. Healthy relationships should energize and rejuvenate us. When a relationship drains us emotionally or leaves us feeling depleted, it indicates a fundamental imbalance that requires attention. Consider a friendship where you consistently find yourself giving more emotional support than receiving. You often feel emotionally drained after spending time with this friend, because the relationship revolves around their needs while neglecting yours. Despite your efforts to maintain the friendship, the imbalance leaves you feeling depleted and unfulfilled. In this situation, it's essential to recognize the imbalance and address it to ensure your emotional well-being. Stoicism prioritizes emotional resilience and self-care. If a relationship undermines our emotional well-being or depletes our energy, it's essential to prioritize our own mental and emotional health. Epictetus consoles. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Stoicism prioritizes emotional resilience and self-care. If a relationship undermines our emotional well-being or depletes our energy, it's essential to prioritize our own mental and emotional health. Emotional exhaustion can take a significant toll on our mental and physical well-being, leaving us feeling depleted and drained. Stoicism reminds us of the importance of prioritizing self-care and emotional resilience, as these qualities are essential for maintaining a sense of balance and equanimity in the face of life's challenges. If a relationship consistently leaves us feeling emotionally exhausted, it may be a sign that it no longer serves our highest good, and it's time to reassess our priorities and boundaries. Emotional exhaustion can be a sign that our boundaries are being violated or our needs are not being met in a relationship. If we find ourselves feeling depleted and drained, it's important to prioritize self-care and set boundaries that honor our emotional well-being. By practicing self-compassion and seeking support when needed, we can replenish our energy and regain a sense of balance and resilience. Conclusion: emotional exhaustion is a warning sign that the relationship may be detrimental to our well-being. Let us heed Epictetus's wisdom and prioritize our emotional health and well-being in our relationships, fostering a nurturing environment that supports our growth and happiness. Number 5. Our sense of self relies heavily on our individuality. When a relationship suppresses our uniqueness or demands compromises that challenge our fundamental identity, it undermines our autonomy and self-expression, which means the ability to express ourselves authentically. Consider a scenario where someone is in a romantic relationship with a partner who constantly dictates what they should wear, who they should hang out with, and what hobbies they should pursue. Over time, this person feels increasingly stifled and constrained as their partner's controlling behavior chips away at their individuality and sense of self. They may find themselves conforming to their partner's expectations, sacrificing their autonomy, and suppressing aspects of their personality just to maintain the relationship. In this situation, the relationship undermines their ability to express themselves freely and authentically, ultimately eroding their sense of identity. Stoicism emphasizes self-awareness and authenticity, If a relationship undermines our sense of self or autonomy, it may be necessary to reassert our boundaries and prioritize our own individuality. Seneca elucidates, you have to persevere and fortify your pertinacity until the will to good becomes a disposition to good. Stoicism emphasizes self-awareness and authenticity. If a relationship undermines our sense of self or autonomy, it may be necessary to reassert our boundaries and prioritize our own individuality. Our individuality is integral to our sense of self, serving as the bedrock upon which our identity is built. When a relationship stifles our individuality or requires us to compromise our core values and beliefs, it undermines our autonomy and sense of self-worth. Stoicism encourages us to embrace our uniqueness and authenticity, as these qualities are essential for fostering a sense of fulfillment and purpose. If a relationship erodes our sense of individuality, it may be a sign that it no longer aligns with our values and aspirations, and it's time to reassess our priorities and boundaries. Our individuality is a precious gift that must be honored and celebrated in any relationship. If a relationship suppresses our uniqueness or demands conformity, it's essential to make it clear what we're okay with and put ourselves first in making decisions. By embracing our individuality and pursuing our passions and interests, we can cultivate relationships that support and nourish our authentic selves. Remember, Stoicism teaches us that true fulfillment lies in embracing our true selves and living in alignment with our values and aspirations. Conclusion: our individuality is sacred and should be honored and respected in our relationships. Let us heed Seneca's wisdom and assert our boundaries and individuality in our relationships, nurturing an environment that celebrates and supports our authentic selves. Now that you made it this far, I want to highlight these next couple of signs. Personally, these next ones are the ones that I have had to deal with in my own life. I hope these will help guide you and give you a sense of comfort. Please leave a comment down below which of these last couple signs you have experienced. If you are thinking to yourself none, then let's continue to the next one. But first, remember to subscribe to see the rise of Stoic Empire. Number 6. Respect is really important in a good relationship. When respect fades or only one person shows it, it means there might be a problem with what each person believes in, and the relationship might start to fall apart. Stoicism teaches us the importance of honoring both our own dignity and that of others. If respect is absent, it's a clear sign that the relationship may no longer serve our higher purpose. Host. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, once wisely said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." When respect diminishes, it's a clear indication that the relationship may no longer serve our higher purpose. When we find ourselves in a relationship where respect is lacking, it's essential to reflect on whether our values and boundaries are being honored. Stoicism teaches us that self-respect is the foundation upon which all other virtues rest. By recognizing the absence of mutual respect, we can take proactive steps to either address the issue or gracefully part ways, ensuring that our dignity remains intact. In the end, Stoicism shows us that it's our job to protect our dignity and self-respect. If a relationship keeps making us feel bad about ourselves, it's important to remember how valuable we are and take care of ourselves first. By realizing when respect is missing and doing something about it, we give ourselves the power to build relationships that match our beliefs and help us feel happy and satisfied. Lack of mutual respect is akin to a crack in the foundation of a relationship. Without it, the structure becomes unstable and prone to collapse. Let us heed Marcus Aurelius's wisdom and strive to cultivate mutual respect in all our interactions. Number 7. Good relationships should make us feel happy and motivated. But if a relationship is always filled with bad vibes, criticism, or toxicity, it makes us feel tired and stops us from getting better. Imagine being in a friendship where your friend constantly puts you down, criticizes everything you do, and brings negativity into every conversation. Despite your efforts to stay positive, their behavior consistently brings you down and makes you doubt yourself. This constant negativity drains your energy and prevents you from focusing on your personal growth and happiness. In this situation, the toxic nature of the relationship impedes your ability to thrive and leads to feelings of frustration and exhaustion. Stoicism reminds us to surround ourselves with virtuous company. If negativity persists, it's crucial to reassess whether the relationship aligns with our journey towards tranquility and fulfillment. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Epictetus. Explanation. Epictetus highlights that our reactions to external events determine our emotional state, rather than the events themselves. When confronted with negativity, this quote encourages us to reevaluate our perceptions and responses. By recognizing that we have the power to change our perspective, we can reduce the impact of external negativity on our well-being. Enduring a constant barrage of negativity can drain our emotional reserves and detract from our overall well-being. Stoicism reminds us of the power of perception and the importance of surrounding ourselves with positivity. If a relationship consistently brings negativity into our lives, it's incumbent upon us to seek out environments that nurture our growth and foster a sense of optimism and resilience. Remember, Stoicism invites us to cultivate an inner fortress of tranquility and resilience, regardless of external circumstances. If a relationship perpetuates negativity and drains our energy, it's crucial to protect our inner peace by seeking out environments that nurture positivity and growth. By fostering a mindset of optimism and gratitude, we can transcend the limitations of negativity and embrace a life filled with purpose and fulfillment. Conclusion. Negativity is a poison that seeps into the cracks of a relationship, corroding its very essence. Let us heed Epictetus's wisdom and strive to foster positivity and encouragement in our relationships, nurturing an environment conducive to growth and happiness. Number 8. Good communication is really important for getting close to someone and understanding them. When communication isn't working well or stays on the surface, it makes it hard to connect and solve problems. Imagine a couple who used to talk openly and share their feelings regularly. However, as time goes on, they start avoiding deeper conversations and only discuss superficial topics like daily routines or TV shows. When one partner tries to bring up important issues or express their emotions, the other dismisses them or changes the subject. This lack of effective communication creates barriers between them, leading to misunderstandings and unresolved conflicts. Over time, the relationship becomes strained as the couple struggles to connect on a meaningful level due to their communication breakdown. Stoicism emphasizes honest and authentic communication. If efforts to communicate openly are consistently rebuffed, it may be time to evaluate whether the relationship nurtures mutual growth and understanding. Epictetus, the Stoic sage, advises, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." If efforts to communicate openly are consistently rebuffed, it may be time to evaluate whether the relationship nurtures mutual growth and understanding. Effective communication is the lifeblood of any relationship, serving as a conduit for understanding and connection. When communication breaks down, it's imperative to initiate open and honest dialogue Stoicism encourages us to approach communication with clarity and empathy, fostering an environment where mutual understanding can thrive. If efforts to bridge the communication gap are met with resistance, it may be a sign that the relationship no longer aligns with our values of openness and authenticity. In the pursuit of harmonious relationships, Stoicism encourages us to approach communication with patience and understanding. If communication breakdowns persist, it's essential to reflect on our own communication style and willingness to engage openly. By fostering an environment of trust and vulnerability, we can create space for authentic connection and resolution. Remember, effective communication is not only about speaking our truth, but also listening with an open heart and mind. Conclusion. Communication is the lifeblood of any relationship, nourishing it with understanding and empathy. Let us heed Epictetus' wisdom and strive to cultivate open and honest communication in our relationships, fostering deeper connections and mutual respect. So far in this video, we have covered many of the signs of a bad relationship. We have reviewed a small overview, then dived into a real-world example for each sign. We then analyzed how Stoicism can help along with a quote from a famous Stoic philosopher. Then re-examined the sign and came up with a summary based on what we learned from all the examples and the Stoic quote. Let's do a quick review of everything we have noted so far. Lack of mutual respect. Stoicism reminds us that respect is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship. Without mutual respect, the foundation crumbles and the bond weakens. Constant negativity. In the Stoic pursuit of tranquility, negativity acts as a barrier to our inner peace. By cultivating positivity and encouragement, we nurture relationships that uplift and inspire. Lack of communication. Effective communication is essential for fostering understanding and connection. Stoicism encourages us to listen twice as much as we speak, fostering genuine dialogue and mutual understanding. Feeling stagnant. Stoicism encourages continuous self-improvement and growth. When a relationship fosters stagnation, it impedes our pursuit of virtue and fulfillment. Trust issues. Trust is fragile and requires nurturing and care to flourish. Stoicism emphasizes the value of integrity and honesty, essential components of trusting relationships. Misaligned values. Shared values form the basis of a harmonious relationship. When values diverge, tension arises, undermining the integrity of the bond. Emotional exhaustion. Our emotional well-being is paramount in Stoic philosophy. Relationships that drain us emotionally hinder our journey towards tranquility and fulfillment. Loss of individuality. Stoicism celebrates our individuality and autonomy. When a relationship stifles our identity, it compromises our sense of self and authenticity, intuition, and inner peace. Our intuition serves as a guiding force, directing us towards paths aligned with our highest good. By trusting our inner wisdom, we embrace a journey of self-discovery and growth. These next couple of signs might be the worst any relationship can have. That is because almost all relationships fall apart, if not addressed swiftly. Number 9. Sometimes our gut feelings tell us a lot about our relationships. If our gut feeling says a relationship isn't good for us anymore, it's important to pay attention and trust that feeling. Two people have been best friends for a long time, but lately one of them have been feeling uneasy about the friendship. They can't quite put their finger on what's wrong, but their intuition keeps nagging at them, suggesting that something isn't right. Despite the absence of clear evidence, they sense a shift in the dynamics of the friendship or feel emotionally drained after spending time with their friend. Eventually, they decide to listen to their intuition and distance themselves from the friendship. Later on, they realize that their intuition was signaling the toxic nature of the relationship. And by honoring that inner wisdom, they were able to protect their well-being and find healthier connections. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate self-awareness and trust our inner guidance. If a relationship consistently undermines our inner peace or intuition, it may be a sign that it's time to let go and embrace a new chapter of growth and self-discovery. Epictetus urges, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Stoicism teaches us to cultivate self-awareness and trust our inner guidance. If a relationship consistently undermines our inner peace or intuition, it may be a sign that it's time to let go and embrace a new chapter of growth and self-discovery. Our intuition serves as a guiding light, offering insights into the health and vitality of our relationships. When our intuition signals that a relationship is no longer serving our highest good, it's essential to listen and honor that inner wisdom. Stoicism teaches us the importance of cultivating self-awareness and trusting our instincts, as these qualities are essential for navigating life's complexities with grace and resilience. If our intuition tells us that it's time to let go of a relationship, it's important to trust in that guidance and embrace the opportunities for growth and renewal that lie ahead. Our gut feelings help us see if our relationships are going well or not. If we feel deep down that a relationship isn't good for us anymore, it's important to listen to that feeling and do something about it. By trusting our instincts and being open to new chances for learning and happiness, we can start discovering more about ourselves and what makes us happy. Stoicism reminds us that it's smart to listen to our inner feelings, and it's a good idea to follow their advice as we deal with the ups and downs of relationships. Our gut feelings help us see if our relationships are going well or not. If we feel deep down that a relationship isn't good for us anymore, it's important to listen to that feeling and do something about it. By trusting our instincts and being open to new chances for learning and happiness, we can start discovering more about ourselves and what makes us happy. Stoicism reminds us that it's smart to listen to our inner feelings, and it's a good idea to follow their advice as we deal with the ups and downs of relationships. Number 10. Understanding how someone else feels helps us feel close to them and be kind to them. When we stop understanding or caring about how others feel, it makes us grow apart and not feel connected anymore, breaking the bond between us. Consider a friendship where one friend is going through a difficult time, such as dealing with a breakup. Initially, the other friend listens empathetically, offers support, and tries to understand their feelings. However, over time, the empathetic friend becomes preoccupied with their own concerns and stops actively engaging with their friend's emotions. They may respond dismissively or avoid discussions about their friend's struggles altogether. As a result, the friend going through the breakup feels increasingly isolated and unsupported, leading to emotional distance and a weakening of the friendship bond. Empathy is like a bridge that helps people understand each other better. If there isn't enough empathy in a relationship, it's important to figure out why and talk about it with our partner. When we show empathy and kindness, we can make our relationships stronger and more respectful. Stoicism reminds us that being strong doesn't mean being alone. It means caring about others and standing together. Let us heed Marcus Aurelius's wisdom and strive to cultivate empathy in our relationships, nurturing bonds built on mutual understanding and compassion. Empathy is like a bridge that helps people understand each other better. If there isn't enough empathy in a relationship, it's important to figure out why and talk about it with our partner. When we show empathy and kindness, we can make our relationships stronger and more respectful. Stoicism reminds us that being strong doesn't mean being alone. It means caring about others and standing together. Let us heed Marcus Aurelius's wisdom and strive to cultivate empathy in our relationships, nurturing bonds built on mutual understanding and compassion. Thank you for making it this far. I hope you have been enjoying this journey. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to see the rise of Stoic Empire. Number 11. Arguments happen in all relationships, but if we don't fix them, they can make us really angry and make it hard to trust each other. When problems keep happening, it stops the relationship from growing and getting better. John and Sarah have been in a loving relationship for several years. They care deeply for each other and generally have a strong bond. However, they sometimes argue about household chores. John prefers a more structured approach to cleaning, while Sarah tends to be more relaxed about it. Initially, they would discuss their preferences calmly and find compromises. However, over time, these disagreements start to accumulate, and they find themselves arguing more frequently about the same issue. Instead of resolving the underlying conflict, they begin to harbor resentment towards each other. As a result, their trust begins to erode. John starts to feel like Sarah doesn't appreciate his efforts, while Sarah feels like John is too rigid and controlling. Despite their love for each other, the unresolved conflicts start to strain their relationship. They find themselves stuck in a cycle of arguments and unable to move forward. If they don't address these issues soon, it could lead to further deterioration of their relationship. Stoicism advocates for rational conflict resolution. If conflicts remain unresolved despite sincere efforts, it may be a sign that the relationship impedes our journey towards inner peace and harmony. As Seneca wisely remarked, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Stoicism advocates for rational conflict resolution. If conflicts remain unresolved despite sincere efforts, it may be a sign that the relationship impedes our journey towards inner peace and harmony. Conflict is an inevitable aspect of human interaction, but it's how we navigate and resolve conflicts that defines the strength of our relationships. Stoicism teaches us the importance of addressing conflicts with equanimity and rationality, seeking resolution rather than allowing grievances to fester. If conflicts persist, despite sincere efforts at reconciliation, it may be a sign that the relationship is no longer conducive to our growth and well-being. Resolving conflicts requires courage and humility, qualities that Stoicism encourages us to cultivate in abundance. If conflicts remain unresolved despite our best efforts, it's essential to acknowledge the limitations of the relationship and prioritize our own well-being. By embracing the Stoic virtues of resilience and acceptance, we can navigate the complexities of human interaction with grace and dignity. Remember, true strength lies not in avoiding conflict, but in facing it with integrity and compassion. Conclusion. Unresolved conflicts act as barriers to growth and understanding, sowing seeds of discord and resentment. Let us heed Seneca's wisdom and approach conflicts with humility and a willingness to seek resolution, fostering deeper connections and mutual understanding in our relationships. As we journeyed through the 11 signs indicating the necessity to end relationships, we delved deep into the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Each sign served as a beacon, illuminating the path towards self-awareness, growth, and fulfillment. Unresolved conflicts. Stoicism teaches us to embrace difficulties as opportunities for growth. Unresolved conflicts breed resentment and hinder our journey towards inner peace and harmony. Lack of empathy. Empathy fosters connection and compassion, essential elements of meaningful relationships. Without empathy, emotional distance ensues, fracturing the bond between individuals. From the cornerstone of mutual respect to the culmination of intuition and inner peace, Stoicism offered profound insights into the dynamics of relationships. We witnessed the importance of positive communication, empathy, and shared values in nurturing harmonious connections. We grappled with the challenges of unresolved conflicts, trust issues, and emotional exhaustion, recognizing them as catalysts for self-reflection and growth. Through the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, we learned to navigate the complexities of relationships with courage, resilience, and self-awareness. We embraced the principle of self-respect and integrity, understanding that recognizing when to end a relationship is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to our strength and self-respect. In closing, let us carry forward the lessons gleaned from Stoicism, forging deeper connections rooted in mutual respect, understanding, and authenticity. May we cultivate relationships that nourish our souls and inspire us to embrace the journey of self-discovery and growth. As we navigate the ebb and flow of human connections, may we find solace and guidance in the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. If this conversation has sparked a desire for more exploration, more understanding, and more growth, I invite you to continue the journey. On your screen, you'll see a playlist that will take you further into the world of Stoicism, its principles, and how they can be applied to everyday life. So go ahead, click on it, and let's continue our journey and grow together. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, stay stoic, my friends. Watch the next video, and I'll see you there.